We love B&B. Hello, today is Thursday, October the 3rd, 2019, and we are the ones who love B&B. And if you're watching us, then you love them just as much as we do. Now, we're going to start off today's recap with Liam and Hope discussing plans for Douglas's future. Now, today they were all down in the cabin. Hope, Baby Beth, Douglas, and Liam. Douglas and Baby Beth, they were coloring, having a good time. Hope was taking pictures and making memories. And Douglas was having the time of his life. He was all smiles, and he did not hesitate to tell Liam and Hope how much he loves each and every one of them, and how much he loves Beth, and how much it means to him that he's able to come and spend time with them. So when Douglas went out to go play with the bird feeder that he and Liam had created last week, Hope and he discussed trying to be there for Douglas and trying to make sure that Douglas is safe, because after the other day when Douglas came home from the party early, he was very upset after having seen Thomas. Hope and Liam both felt as though right now Thomas is not good for Douglas, and they're just focused on doing what's best for him. Seeing that Douglas has had a very rough year, losing his mom, and everything that's going on with his father, and his father being out of sorts and taking it out on Douglas, making Douglas feel like he's done something wrong when he really hasn't. Needless to say, Hope was very vocal about her feelings to keep Douglas safe. And Liam, of course, was in agreement with Hope 100%. Now, you have Shauna, who was sitting at the house. As you remember yesterday, Flo went to the pool, so her mom was had a little alone time when there's a knock at the door. She looks through the peephole. It's Thomas. She doesn't want to open the door, but she did. She opens the door, and he kind of like barged his way on in. She's thinking that he's looking for Flo, so of course she's being super overprotective when he came out and told her, I'm not looking for Flo. I'm actually here looking for you. And he told her, I know what happened with you and my dad. I know that you want my dad. Hey, I'm not here to argue with you about it. I am no fan of the Logans. So if you want my dad, he said, I'm giving you the red light. I said, I'm giving you the green light. I'm going to give you the go-ahead. I'm not going to give you the red light. I'm not going to stand in your way, because I don't like Brooke anyways. And if you remember yesterday, he referred to Brooke as a blonde-haired piranha. That's how he sees her. And so he is at war with the blonde-haired piranha to purge her from his life and from the life of the rest of the Forresters. And Shauna didn't come out and tell Thomas, yeah, I'm very interested in your father. On the contrary, she was not trying to give in at all, but she was taking in the information he was providing her. He told her that Brooke is now aware that you slept with my father, and she's probably at home right now arguing with him and kicking him out. He's probably going to be gone as we speak. So I could see the wheels just turning in her head. Her thinking about a future with her and Reg, and Thomas coming over to give her the green light. Yeah, she was definitely on board. But you and I know she should not be looking to find an ally in Thomas Forrester. Meanwhile, back at the Brooke Ridge Forrester home, there is no rest for the weary. There is no rest in this home. They are arguing still. Brooke is still going in on Ridge. She does not forgive him for sleeping with Shauna. She understands he was drunk. She understands, but she does not forgive him because she feels as though he has pushed her daughter and her granddaughter and their ordeal, their emotions and feelings and everything with that ordeal to the wayside and only is focusing on his son. The truth of the matter is, she's only focused on her daughter and he's only focused on his son. That's facts. They are both doing what they need to do for their children, because what they need to do for their children was not necessarily what's good for the other one. Because their children are involved in the same horrible incident, but on two different sides of the fence. This is the biggest issue. And so, she just flat out told Ridge, I am repulsed by Thomas. And you should have saw the hurt, the anger in his eyes when she said that to him. Because Thomas is his flesh and blood. Thomas is his oldest son. And she's just talking about him like he's a homeless bum on the street. Not even better than dirt underneath her fingernails. Ridge was hurt. He was devastated. And so, long story short, he told her, well, I'm going to do what I need to do for my son. I am not going to just throw my son away. He needs me. You go ahead and do what you need to do for your daughter, and I'm going to do what I need to do for my son. So I'm going to get me a new place to stay so that I can be here for Steffi and for Thomas. Now, one thing that Brooke was continuously driving home in this situation, which I believe is what ultimately pushed Ridge out the door, is that she wants him to get Thomas to draw up papers giving custody of Douglas to Hope and Liam. And Ridge, he is not in agreement with this at all. Douglas is a Forrester boy, and he believes Douglas should be raised among Forresters. And he is hell-bent on that. So, with her saying this, he left. But I honestly felt like if he's not on board with what she's saying, he left. He told her that when he gets settled, he will contact her. We all know he going to his father's house to go stay at the guest house. He should have took Douglas with him, because you know that they're trying to take your grandson. So you should have took Douglas too, because guess what? There's more than enough room for him to run around at the Forrester estate, and Eric lived right next door to Katie. So Douglas could be playing with Will, should have been playing with Will, and everything that Will's going through right now, he needs somebody to be playing with. So I think that Ridge should have took Douglas with him, but he didn't. Rue, what did you think of today's episode?
Honestly, Thomas and Shauna are like wild cards. They both changed the game. So if Shauna is going to go with Thomas after everything he did to Flo, I don't really know what's the point of everything you're trying to do. Like, you're trying to get back. Flo's trying to get back with the family, the Logans. And I'm really not with Brooke trying to take Douglas away from his father like Beth was taken from Hope. So that's my opinion.
I agree with you. You know, it's sad in the situation, because one thing Brooke said was, you know, we're trying to do what's best for the children. Well, in talking about what's best for the children, everyone was up in arms because Beth was not with her parents. But yet, in the flip of a coin, you are doing the same thing. You want to take Douglas away from Thomas. Yes, Thomas needs help, but does that mean that he should be completely taken away from his son forever? I absolutely don't agree with that. Should Thomas get help? Yes, Thomas needs help. And there are not enough people on board to get him the help he needs. That's where my hang up is with all of this. And, you know, Brooke said today, you know, I've been through a lot this year, so sorry that I don't feel sorry for what's going on with Thomas. Pretty much, I felt like she was telling Ridge, I'm sorry, I don't give a damn what's happening with your children. And how is he supposed to feel as a father that he's married to a woman who doesn't care about his children? I mean, Ridge has walked Hope down the aisle before at these marriages. One time, I think she asked him to walk her down the aisle when she was getting married to Liam, after Liam walked away from Steffi. And Steffi was hurt. And because she still loved him. But Hope looked at Ridge like a father figure and wanted Ridge to walk her down the aisle. Ridge has done things for Brooke and for Brooke's children trumping his own children, which is part of the reason why Thomas and Steffi at times say the things that they say, why they feel like they be pitted against the Logan children, because it kind of seems like they are at times. Now, I don't think that Shauna should get in bed with Thomas. Getting in bed with Thomas to do anything right now is like getting in bed with the devil. And I think that Liam and Hope should just focus on Liam and Hope and Beth. They're doing a good thing for Douglas, but I don't think that they should be trying to take Douglas away from his family, because ultimately everyone needs to be thinking about the bigger picture. And the bigger picture, there's longevity in that. And they're not talking longevity. Everything that they are talking is short term, and that is not what he needs. Now, we're going to do something new. We're going to do a fun fact of the day. Now, we're going to start this fun fact off with none other than the patriarch of Forrester Creations, Mr. Eric Forrester. Now, the question of the day is, how many times do you guys think Eric has been married? Once again, how many times do you think that Eric Forrester has been married? I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds. Rue, I want you to think about this. How many times has Eric been married? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your answer, Rue?
I think he was married 6 times.
6 times. I thought that Eric was married 7 times, but in fact, he has been married a total of 9 times. The first 4, he was married to Stephanie Douglas first. She is the matriarch of the Forrester family, and he was married to her 4 different times. He was also married to Brooke twice. He was married to Brooke's sister Donna 1 time. He married Sheila Carter, who in my opinion is the baddest vixen in all of soap opera land. He married Sheila 1 time, and his current wife Quinn 1 time, bringing Eric marriages to a total of 9 times. Now, without further ado, we're going to introduce Rue with spoilers for tomorrow, Friday, October the 4th.
The Bold and Beautiful Spoilers for Friday, October 4th, 2019 will show us an exciting day for Katie and Bill and a turnaround for Ridge. Ridge is going to do all that he can to get his kids together and to get them better.
That sounds good, especially being a Friday episode. I can only imagine all the little details that's going to go into that. But if you want to know more, tune in to CBS weekdays. Check out Bold and the Beautiful. And if you like our channel, comment below. Definitely want to know how many times you guys thought Eric had been married. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you know when we make our latest videos. Bye!